Hey guys, Alpha Ralts here from Gang of Ralts here with a deck profile. Another one. I'm sorry I haven't really been doing, I didn't do a video for a while just because of school, busyness, and a sore throat, right? But I'm here today, have a deck, gonna profile it. I want to show it to you guys. It's quite good. So yeah, let's just dive right in. I don't see why not. So I'm going to be profiling Manectric bats, not Mega Manectric, normal Manectric bats. The point of the deck is to use Manectric EX, which you have 3 of, to use Overrun, early game. Like that early game Overrun with bats will snipe out early evolution cards and will really do so much work and will put your opponent almost out of the game right away. While Salt Laser late game combined with bats will one-shot a lot of things. Like all you need is just Crobat Golbat and just one-shot in EX, and that's quite good. So yeah, this deck's really good. It's mostly a 2-shot deck though. I'm not gonna hype it as a one-shot amazing deck that's the best in the world. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and it's a 2-shot deck. So the bats are there just to help. They pair super well with Overrun, and Salt Laser sometimes will get clutch KOs, but yeah. So if I go in, we have 2 Crobat. You only really need 2 Crobat. I just find that 2 Crobat does the job really, because it's just the amount of times that you're actually going to get a Crobat out, and the amount of times you're actually going to need only 2 because you have super scoop ups, right? So I'm going to be playing a classic lineup, so 2 Crobat, which means 3 Golbat, which also means 3 Zubat. Now I'm going to assume you know what bats do, but Crobat, you place them down 3 damage wherever you want. Golbat, place them down 2 damage wherever you want. That's why the bats are so good. They will bite you to death. That's the point of this deck, pretty much. But so yeah, 4 Zubats. Now, I'm going to talk about the Zubats quickly. You play 4 and not 3, because you really want to get your Zubats down fast. And playing 4 really helps that. So now moving on with the Pokemon, 1 Miltank. This is kind of a tech card. It's actually it's a non-EX attacker. That's not a bat, because Miltank can just kind of chunk out your opponent. He generally won't take a hit, but he can definitely pull his weight by literally just dealing 100 damage if he has a muscle band, right? And sometimes that's quite good. Gives Night March fits, especially when you're playing Manectric bats, just to force them to take 7 prizes. It's really troll, so yeah. 2 Shaman. Yeah, you just kind of need them for draw, right? It's nothing new, nothing special. Okay? So that's it for the Pokemon lineup. It works quite well. I've tested it, done some games with it, and it works well, right? Like, it'll do good. So we're on to the supporters. We play 4 Professor Sycamore. For once I'm playing 4. Oftentimes I'm playing like 3 or 2 in my decks, but now found space for 4. So, party time. And also, guys, space for 4 Sycamore means space for 2 Lysanders as well. Sorry, it's like raining and there's a storm outside. 1 second. Yeah, I just shut my window. I'm gonna bake, but whatever. Yeah, 2 Lysanders. There's actually space for that, and it works really well. 1 Judge. Just shuffle your hand to your deck, draw 4. Opponent shuffles in, draws 4. It's quite good. I can't wait till N. I'll definitely be using N instead of Judge, and like 2 or 3 of N's. Everyone will. I'm so excited. Like in the Delphox deck, that's the Fates Collide Delphox deck. That plays 4 N. N's basically your Sycamore. It helps and doesn't help, but I'll talk about that later. 1 AZ. Just pick up a card. This will definitely help your Crobat drops. And you could just pick up a Manectric or even a Shaman to reuse it, right? This is a very set down ability heavy with combining bats with shaman, but 1 Hex Maniac. Now a lot of Bat deck don't play Hex Maniac, Bat decks, probably because they're kind of thinking, well, if I'm gonna be using bats every turn, why would I play Hex Maniac? Well, you Hex Maniac after you bats. Just spoiler alert. So yeah, that's it for the supporters. Actually, there's only 9 supporters. Not actually that much. I wish I could play more, but honestly, I don't have the supporters. They're not really in the format anymore. We lost Ann, Chorus, right? So we got 4 Versus Seeker for the items. Versus Seeker, just take a support off your discard, put it in your hand. Now this is clutch. Versus Seekers win games, guys. Versus Seeker last hand. Versus Seeker Sycamore to draw that 1 card you need. Right? Versus Seeker Hex Maniac to stop your opponent from dropping a Shaman to get that 1 card they need. Versus Seeker AZ to pick up that damaged Manectric that your opponent was about to knock out, right? She's so good. So yeah, 4 Trainer's Mail. There's actually perfect space in this deck for 4 Trainer's Mail. And so I put in 4 Trainer's Mail without actually bending over backwards to try and get them in. And it works well because it's Trainer's Mail, right? It's going to help you draw. Now, we play 4 Super Scoop Ups. This is actually kind of a troll deck. It's very heal heavy. And yeah. So we're going to play 4 Super Scoop Ups. Pick up your bats on a coin flip. Or even just pick up your Manectric on a coin flip. Heal them. Or just reset bats. Or even pick up a Shaman. Reuse setup. But it's kind of what Super Scoop Up's about. Now, with the balls here. I didn't know the count to play. So here's the count I've sidled with and tried out. So I've tried 3 Ultra Ball. Works quite well. And then 2 Level Ball. Now Level Ball, only 2 of them, you're probably thinking. But mind you, most of the deck is actually Ultra Ball. So it's not like I'm going to play 2 Ultra Ball, 3 Level Ball, like I would in like, I don't know, maybe like a Night March Bats deck if I was playing Night March Bats. You get the, if that was a thing even, you get the point, right? I'm having a hard time finding a non-EX low HP Pokemon that you compare with bats. 2 Max Elixir. This is interesting, it really helps you go turbo, and also it's just, let me put a situation in your head. So, you're facing you're facing a guy, and he just knocked out your 2 energy Manectric, and you really need to Assault Laser for the win, but you have a Manectric on your bench, so it's all good. But there's no energy on that Manectric. Well, you attach Max Elixir, grab an energy, Assault Laser for the win. Max Elixir just really helps in those clutch situations where you need to attach 2 energies. And yeah. Now, for the tools, we run 3 Fighting Fury Belt. It just works, guys. Fighting Fury Belt's an amazing card. Just 40 more HP, 10 more damage, right, on basics. And remember, you're only attacking with basics. So unless you're Fighting Fury Belt bat for some reason, you need to like shame for extra cards, which I highly doubt you should. And I don't recommend it. It's quite good because you don't really need the damage, especially when you're playing bats and a 2-shot deck. So that extra damage isn't too much of a thing. Helps against Night March though. It's super clutching in the Night March matchup, so you can knock out a Joltik and do 20 to a bench, and then you can play Golbat and knock out another Joltik next turn. Or a Phoebus, or a Phoebus, or whatever. And it's, yeah, just good. 1 Muscle Band. This is for those clutch situations where you need to Assault Laser knockout. So you can attach a Muscle Band. So you're doing 140. And then you just need a Crobat, rather than a Crobat and a Golbat. So the Muscle Band almost turns into a 1-shot deck. But the Fighting Fury Belt is just a lot more consistent. So it's just your pick. I've gone for the 3-1 split, really versatile. It makes the deck a lot more versatile and open to suggestions kind of thing. And even with the Fighting Fury belt, you can just play 2 Golbats, which is almost easier than a Crobat and a Golbat. 1 Headringer. I would love to take the Muscle Band out for a Headringer. I would just love to play. I'd love to play 2 Headringers. I don't own 2 Headringers. I can't play 2 Headringers then. But Headringers is literally amazing in this deck because you can Headringer, slow your opponent down, and then the next turn you can Assault Laser. And it's so troll. Because you're just going to slow your opponent down and then hit them super hard because you're slowing them down. It's so troll, guys. Headringer is so troll. I might have to buy another one. Maybe in my next order of cards along with the Landorus if I ever want to play Landy Bats. That deck's super fun. But anyways, we got 2 Rough Seas. Rough Seas, I don't actually think it's good. It doesn't really help in any matchup whatsoever, except for like Fighting Bats. It'll help you heal from the bat damages. So it really puts pressure on that, but that's really it. Rough Seas doesn't really help. So this is kind of 2 spare cards. What I would do though, is I would take this out for a Headringer. And then instead of this, play a Parallel City. To be honest, and it would work out super well. But for now, you can play 2 Rough Seas. Try and get another Headringer. But let's see how it goes, right? So we got 2 Flash Energy for fighting decks. Just take away my weakness. I also don't have. I'm also missing 2 Lightning Energies, so Flash works out. And then 8 Lightning Energies. Just normal count, just 10 energy. If you want, you could just cut the Flashes as well and the Rough Seas. Give you 4 spare cards, but I think this version of the list really works out well. So yeah, that's the deck. I'm so sorry for not uploading, but I hope it was worth it with this video. This has been Alpha Worlds with Gang of Worlds, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.